Hello, my name is Jamie, and for my story, I'm going to share the experience of when I went to Europe in 2018. So, my mom took me on a 2 week trip for my graduation present, and I had always wanted to travel growing up, but I always had an interest in going out of the country, especially in seeing different countries. So, when she told me about this trip, I was very excited to go see many new places. When telling people that I would be going to Paris, I often heard that they would be rude over there to us Americans simply because they did not like us. There's a very big stereotype of it. When I went to Paris, I experienced a completely different culture than the one have ever experienced. And although French people have this stereotype that they do not like Americans, um, the experience for myself is that it's just their culture, and because they're different than us, I think it's often just a rude stereotype. I did not feel as though that we were treated differently, but I felt we were in a different country and we were in their culture, and just because it wasn't what we were used to doesn't mean that they treated us badly or poorly. I think oftentimes when people travel, they assume that people live the way that they do in their own home in the same way, and because of this, they're not respectful of many countries they go to and the culture that they will be around. Along with going to Paris, I went to the coast along Europe for 2 weeks, and I went to many different places. Every single day I woke up in a new place, so I experienced a different culture almost every single day. Every country is different in its own way. I believe that everybody should not base off stereotypes of how other countries are, and if they have the amazing opportunity, they definitely should go and just travel and get out of wherever you are from, because it definitely made my life completely different and made me realize how many different cultures there are in the world. And I don't think we should base cultures on stereotypes, but I think we should base it on our personal experience if we are lucky enough to go somewhere. You cannot get the same effect of experience a culture by sitting at home and learning about it on TV or on social media. um, I think you need to see it for your own perspective and experience it yourself. Often, when you do not expand your mindset, you can just stick to stereotypes, and they are often negative. And for this, it's a lot of reasons why people don't really seem to want to travel. I wanted to travel to see well known places across the world, to see history, but I also wanted to experience culture. When I got back home, my life was completely different. I had a completely different mindset, and I realized how many things over here we often take for granted, and how many things that are offered here that are not offered and are never offered for people over there. Um, my life was completely different the second I got back, and I didn't want to come back because I just wanted to keep traveling and seeing all the different cultures. I thought it was so interesting, and I thought it was so cool to learn. So I would highly recommend, if anyone has the opportunity to travel, to definitely take advantage of it, because it truly changed my life for the better and made my mindset so much more open and welcoming. And yeah, I would highly recommend it if anyone can. And to make your own judgment on the many different cultures there are and the many ways people live in different countries, and just to enjoy life, especially now. And I know it's hard to travel right now, but yeah, thank you.